ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. You see, when I talk about this from a perspective of the business of boxing, I get criticized a lot. Because when I talk about topics like this, and I come from the perspective of the business of boxing, I'm only referring to the fathers or dads who get more media coverage, gain more notoriety, gain more exposure in the public eye than their actual sons, who are the professional boxers. Okay? You see, time and time again, and I can run down a list of names of the fathers that I've criticized who, in my observation, have been trying to live vicariously through their professional boxer sons. And I also, on the flip side of that coin, mentioned some fathers, based on my observation, who did not and do not show the signs of living vicariously through their professional boxer sons. Now, with that being said, a lot of people don't conduct research. And at this point, you all know that I do, right? I'm going to present some proof and evidence that may not be noticeable to the casual boxing fan or even Devin Haney fans or even fans in general until you see what I'm about to place on your screen right now. I'm just trying to figure out, how is it that every time something occurs that's going to gain a lot of media attention or media attraction or media exposure, Bill Haney, the father and trainer and manager and president of DHP of Devin Haney, has to get more shine than his son, the professional boxer, the young man who's taking all of the risks on all different levels, inside of the ring and outside of the ring. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean, right? We've seen Devin Haney in interviews ever since this Ryan Garcia fight, right? I don't know all of the platforms he's been on, but I know he's been on MMA Hour at least once since this Ryan Garcia fight. I also know that he has been on ESPN for a very short time span, very short block of an interview that he conducted. I think it was nearly a week after the fight, right? Or was it a month after the fight? Whenever this whole Osterine positive test was publicized, he was on ESPN for a very short block. And then he also conducted a phone interview with Mike Coppinger via ESPN, right? You see it on your screen right now. I highlighted it so that you all can understand what I'm saying. Um, why is Devin Haney conducting telephone interviews with reporters, not being available physically to all media platforms, including the number one media platform that runs boxing media, and that's YouTube. But yet, as he's being reduced to a telephone interview about what happened to him inside of the ring and what happened to Ryan Garcia outside of the ring, Bill Haney, his father, is on Vlad interview platform not once, but twice. I mean, let's be clear. DJ Vlad, has nearly 6 million subscribers. I mean, he does big numbers. And Bill Haney is conducting 2 interviews. 2, since this fight happened. Or since the reports came out about their lawsuit that they filed against Ryan Garcia. So let's be clear. Let's do the math on that, if we may. In a matter of 5 months, Bill Haney has been on Vlad TV twice. A huge platform. And in the last 5 months, Devin Haney's probably done 3 different interviews in public, or a minimum of 3 interviews in public on smaller platforms, and not including a minimum of 1 telephone interview with ESPN. But yet his dad is going on the biggest platforms like Cameron and Mace platform, like Vlad TV platform. These are 2 platforms that have an entire host of subscribers. I haven't seen Devin Haney on 1 Vlad interview yet. I haven't seen Devin Haney on a Cameron and Mace platform yet. Isn't he the fighter? Isn't he the professional boxer? Didn't he make all of the sacrifices physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially to compete in the ring against Ryan Garcia? Didn't he suffer his first loss originally before all of these reports came out of the positive test? Didn't he have to go through the psychological and emotional process of dealing and coping with that? Didn't he have to endure the physical pain based on the injuries, if there were any, that he sustained in this fight? Because his face looked really bad after the fight. I mean, he was lumped up really bad, man, including his jaw area. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? But when I speak on this with evidence, with proof, I'm the bad guy. People claim that I'm hating on the Haneys. People are claiming that I am not embracing my heritage, my culture and race by being a black man in America, because I'm speaking against this type of behavior from not just Bill Haney, but other dads in the boxing community. I've been talking about this for a long time, especially off of YouTube. Before I even had a YouTube channel, I've been speaking on this problem that I have. But the bottom line is this. I've been saying it, and I'm going to say it again. All Bill Haney has to do is shh, be quiet. Go in the background and learn the business of boxing. Those are the three things I've been saying all this time. Shh, be quiet. Go in the background and learn the business of boxing. So that once he learns the business of boxing, once he's more focused on being behind the scenes, once he's more acquainted with rules, regulations of state athletic commissions and sanctioning bodies, and language in contracts, he'll be more effective with navigating the career as a quote-unquote manager of the year of his son, the boxer. And then the shh, be quiet part is playing the background and not conducting a lot of interviews where he's being more in the public eye. His personality, characteristics, image is being presented to an audience that is really hurting the career and the image of Devin Haney, in my personal opinion. But instead, let Devin Haney get the shine, the fighter. You see, the professional boxer, so that the fan base can do what? So that the fan base can do what? Learn more about him, his image, his characteristics, him kissing babies and shaking hands, him making appeal to the audience to connect with the casual boxing fans. And what will that do? That will increase his viewership exponentially. That will increase his compensation exponentially. That will increase his fan base. That will reflect on his pay-per-view buys, his pay-per-view revenue, his live gate through ticket sales, the ancillary rights that the promoters receive through revenue. I'm not even going to teach y'all the business of boxing. Y'all get my point. That's all I'm saying. But it's hard. It's hard for Devin Haney to gain the respect that he rightfully deserves as a world champion. Because I'll tell you like this here, and I got evidence of this. People have been, and I can pull up the comments in my comment section. People have been on my platform, in the chat, and in my comment section, and in text messages, and in emails. Not everybody. I'm just saying a group of people, different time spans, and they've all told me this. I like Devin Haney, but I can't stand Bill Haney and the antics that he does. And this is why I don't support this is why I don't support Devin, because of Bill Haney. And if Bill Haney would just stay in the background and learn the business of boxing, then guess what? It will be very beneficial to Devin Haney. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.